All right. Assuming this works, I'm gonna say that this is gonna be on YouTube, or I'll just put it on Patreon. I don't know what's going on with this fucking thing. I'm tired. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a review of a movie I thought was coming out this year, but turns out it's been out for a while. Like, it's been out for a full, almost several months. And I mistakenly had said that it was coming out this August. Turns out it came out a couple months ago. Back in 2024. And that movie is Stream, which is a hard as hell title to put out there. Like that is a hard as hell title when you're going to look for this movie. Go Stream. Yeah, no, that's the name of the movie, Stream. So when you go Stream Horror Movie 2024, it's going to give you all these other recommendations. So it's just a pain in the ass to look for this movie. But yeah, finally watched it, and yeah, this is a movie I said I was very much looking forward to. Had I known this movie was already out, I would have talked about it sooner. Because yeah, this is basically the Expendables of horror, which there was a Expendables of horror beforehand that had the last appearance of Gunnar Hansen. You also had Kane Hodder and a few other actors in horror, but it really wasn't a lot. But here, it's like they give you... I feel like the budget really goes to the actors and some of the kills. Basically, you've got Jeffrey Combs, who is the biggest, the one who does the most here. You've got Tony Todd in one of his last performances. You've got Danielle Harris. You've got David Howard Thornton. You've got Bill Moseley. You've got Tim Curry in the first time he's returned to an acting role. You've basically got a lot. Like, you have a genuine amount of like actors, and you have some other actors like several that have all been connected to horror, like Felissa Rose, Daniel Roebuck. You have a whole cast. But here's the thing: don't get too attached to a lot of them, because a lot of the actors aren't really a part of the film. They're there for like a minute and a half. I'm just gonna say this right now. Tim Curry, this may be his return to live action film, but like he's here for like a minute 30 tops. Jeffrey Combs and Thornton Harris, and Danielle Harris, David Howard Thornton, and Jeffrey Combs are the three actors of the horror genre that get the most. But I will say, Tony Todd, for the minute 30, for the 90 seconds here, I'm being generous on that count. He gives his all, like he always did. No matter how shit the movie, we can all agree that the dude gave his everything. Like, he just gave his all in no matter what he was doing. But yeah, so the movie is done by Fuzz on the Lens Productions, which I gotta say, they are some low budget people, because that screen they use looks like it came out of Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. Like, when you see their production sign, it's like, do y'all just use Movie Maker and call it a day? Yeah. Now, this is also probably why they got as many actors as they did, was because the producers of Terrifier were a part of this project. So, you know, that was pretty cool. I will also say that, what else? Don't go into this movie thinking this is going to be like some art piece. This is just fun. And it's a low-budget film. And also, some of the gore effects, there are some cutaway kills. But before we go any further, let's actually talk about, like, the film itself. Like, let's actually talk about the film itself. The movie basically centers on a family that's kind of growing apart, and they're on their way to a theme park, but it turns out the hotel they're staying at has been hijacked by a bunch of killers who are killing people in a betting market on the dark web, and it's all orchestrated by Jeffrey Combs' character, Lockwood. There's a bit, but they hide a lot of lore to it, and I feel like this premise could bring out more actors in I really hope this would get a sequel. That way we can have more actors in the horror genre in here. But yeah, that's kind of the general plot, is that you have all these kills and all these actors trying to survive the night. But yeah, there's a lot of cutaway kills. There's a few Oh, I forgot to mention there's also the actor who played Ozzy in Leprechaun. He's in here for a hot minute. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you were here. But yeah. What else was there? These characters, a lot of them are pretty one-dimensional, and it's very clear that this was meant to showcase how many horror actors we could get, which is fine. Like, I'm totally fine that this movie knows what it is, but I will say that the family itself, they are, outside of Danielle Harris, even she's working hard to work with the script she's got. Like, she is doing her due diligence to make this script work, but everyone else, especially the actress playing the daughter, holy shit. They are, they ain't good. They are not good. And I don't know if that's, like, just script-wise or something like that. Of course, Combs brings it. Like, I don't know, I think that's pretty obvious that, like, Jeffrey Combs brings his A-game. In other news, water is wet. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's quite literally, so, like, it was easy for him. Like, even the worst script, he could just sell you snake oil, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, it wasn't that hard. I also really like how they knew their budget. So they knew there were some certain kills. There are 3 in particular I really liked, that I really enjoyed. But there's also, like, some script errors. Like, there's a moment where one of the surviving girls runs into the kid, and she's like, Kevin! And I'm like, you never met him! How do you know his name? Like, how do you know his name? And also, I think they call several characters by different names throughout the movie several times over. Did this script not get, like, a once-over? I'm genuinely curious if, like, this script didn't get, like, more of a second draft at the bare minimum. Yeah. But I will say this movie knows what it is. That's what you can take away, is that this movie knows what it is and goes on its merry way. And we don't judge it for that. We wanted to see all these horror actors who are, admittedly, they're not big parts of the movie. They're here for, like, 2 minutes at top for some of them. And other times, they are the main stars, where, like I said, I think the longest being, like I said, Danielle Harris, David Howard Thornton, who plays one of the mass killers in the game, and, of course, Jeffrey Combs. But other than that, everyone else is just kind of here, but at least they bring their A-game. That's what I like, is that none of the horror actors just phoned it in. Like I said, even Tony Todd, miss you, Tony, his monologue, he was like, you paid me for a minute and a half, and by God, I'm gonna make sure you got your money's worth for every fucking second. Like Tony Todd do. Yeah, so that was really fun. And this also, like, if we ever get a sequel, like, this just opens the doors to other actors we could get in the sequel, like, other horror actors we could get in the sequel. Robert Englund, Tobin Bell, Liz Shea, Kane Hodder, fucking Ken Kersinger from the actor who played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, or Derek Mears, another Jason actor. Dick Warlock, if he's still alive. If he's still alive, I'd love to see Dick Warlock, or even like Tyler Mane, or another actor, or J. Jude Courtney from the Blumhouse Michael. That'd be great. Nick Castle. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. And again, also, just on a side note, if you're wondering, yes, Tim Curry still got the laugh. He hadn't lost that in a heartbeat. But yeah, so yeah, I recommend this movie, but keep in mind, this is a movie that you have to go in with low expectations and just have fun with it. So if you have seen Stream, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.